something just seemed a little bit off about Janet. I don't remember what I asked Kristen, but she's like, well, she's a fan. She started off as a fan. She like loves Vanderpump and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I guess that might explain some things.
Virtual reality. Okay, Luke Broderick from The Valley. Thank you so much for stopping by Virtual Reality today. We're so excited to chat with you because this week's episode, you kind of have a big moment. Yes.
Yeah.
A revelation comes out through you. A little game of telephone you decided to play. So let's talk about it. Obviously, Michelle is being accused of sleeping with a billionaire for $1,500 a night, which honestly, if I could, I would.
If I could, I would, but also billionaire, I need another zero.
Oh,
that's
so
true.
true.
I mean, like, that's the part that makes it the least believable, if you ask me.
Right,
like,
right.
A night, maybe $1,500 a minute?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking here?
With inflation?
Right,
What are we doing?
exactly. What inspired you to spread the news?
Inspired me.
Yes.
I need to search for inspiration for spreading this. No, I mean, like, look at my friends. Look at everybody, right? I mean, they want to know the tea, and the tea was spilled all over my lap, and so what do?
I do feel like it's like Kristen is rubbing off on you in the best way. It's like, okay, I have this information. Sharing is caring.
I don't want to hold that. I don't want to keep it in my pocket. So
it's like hot potato. You have to pass it all around.
It's going to come out eventually, and it may come back to bite me more if I don't get it out sooner.
And can I be honest? I'm kind of happy you did because I'm not a Dave & Buster's fan. So I was like, what are we doing at Dave & Buster's? Thank gosh there's drama. Okay, you know what I mean? All right. Because you knew. You're like, this is going to be the game we want to play. Did you expect it to cause all of the domino effecting that was happening?
No, honestly, I came up the stairs at Dave & Buster's and saw Michelle crying, and I'm like, oh, that's probably my bad. That's probably on me, huh? And then I saw Danny, and I said, I'm sorry, buddy. This is my fault, but I think you have to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, and then the mole of it all is also so confusing. What's your take on that?
I think Jesse made something up and just kept rolling with it.
He was trying to save himself?
Yeah.
Because he probably felt bad about perpetuating that rumor. Do you think there's a part of Jesse's spirit that believed that she was sleeping with a billionaire?
It's dangerous for me to answer this question, but I do think there was part of him. I don't want to go into too much detail.
What?
Yes, there's a part of me that believes that there could be a part of him that believed it.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that part of him was in the trailer for the rest of the season because didn't he call her? He was the one who said called her a quote unquote hooker.
Right. So it does come up again.
So that's why I was so confused and being like, ha! That was a test. And I was like, so are you testing us when you say it verbatim? So I hope he realizes, do you think he's going to realize that he's playing himself?
He's really good at deflecting. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And it's just like kind of steering the storyline differently as far as what the purpose of him saying that was.
Yeah.
But I'll say, we'll find resolution eventually with it.
On this season, or is it going to take a season 3 to find resolution?
You'll have to watch and see.
Okay.
Because it seems like him and Kristen, well, even after you said it, Kristen's like, I just now like him again.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening. Do they ebb and flow a lot more as the season progresses?
Kristen and Jesse? Not really, not so much. I mean, Jesse's his own mess, right? And he doesn't bring Kristen into the mess really at all. So, yeah.
It feels like Kristen is in a much more peaceful place this season for the most part. Maybe not with Janet, but it's nice that she has had peace with Jesse. Obviously, we have an engagement coming up. She's obviously also very concerned about becoming a mom, which now she's going to be a mom any week now, which is so exciting. Do you think that going into season 2, were there any pep talks that you gave her? Because you're great at a pep talk with Kristen. Like, hey girl, let's be a little less dramatic this season. Actually, I guess you're kind of doing the work for her by spreading the tea.
You have to take some of the weight off her shoulders.
Right, exactly.
She carries the show sometimes. So
yeah.
Amen. Yes.
But did you have any conversations with her leading into season 2? Like, hey, let's.
I don't think so. I think it was more just like, let's have fun. That's more the direction
it seems
I
like
wanted
she is
to go.
having fun as much as she can.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all's baby shower looked fun.
It was.
It was a good time. I love seeing everyone kind of well, not everyone, but a lot of people in the mix at that. Was it a great time?
It was. It was a good time. I think it's the first time we've had, I hadn't seen Ariana in a while. Tom Schwartz, he's been working a lot in and out of town. I probably see him more than anybody outside of, the Valley friend group.
Okay, Tom Schwartz. Oh, that's fun. He is kind of I feel, because him, even on the first episode of The Valley too, He's just such like always like a silly little goof. He just really just seems like a fun time.
And he's so genuine. He's the first person that I really liked from Vanderpump Rules. When Kristen, went around introducing me to people, I'm like, asshole. So, this guy, I like this guy.
Yeah.
Well, some familiar Vanderpump Rules faces are popping up in the Valley because besides Schwartz, Lala and Sheena, do we vibe with them?
No.
Not at all. Not Sheena?
Sheena's.
I feel like Sheena and Kristen are okay.
It depends on the hour of the day. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like, I don't know. They've been pretty good about talking things out when someone says something that upsets the other one. They go directly to them instead of letting this thing perpetuate.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's more little things have been popping up.
That podcast was a lot because I think it's a tough situation for Sheena because she's caught between Kristen and Janet, and obviously things between Janet and Kristen are
right.
so beyond terrible. How does Sheena's involvement with Janet impact her relationship with Kristen, in your opinion?
I mean, significantly, obviously. I mean, they want to talk like they've been best friends forever. As far as Janet, Sheena, Lala, Michelle, that whole group, which it's been more of a, last year kind of thing when they started hanging out all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas Kristen has a deeper history with pretty much all of them than they all have together.
Right.
So I don't know. It's a weird thing to navigate. We're just focused on us, baby, and us. We're not putting our energy into other people as much.
Yeah. Right.
So.
I think in the trailer for the rest of the season, Kristen calls Janet a fan, and I didn't know about Janet's Vanderpump Bravo fandom lore, but apparently Kristen discovered that after meeting her. What was it like figuring out that Janet was a fan of the show who kind of infiltrated? She infiltrated her way into this group, which in a way you kind of have to.
You have to give her credit.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
How many people can pull that off?
There's no LinkedIn.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certainly a truth to it. When I was introduced to Janet, I thought something seemed a little bit weird, because I met Lala, Brittany, Janet. I feel like there was someone else there. This was over at Brittany's, my first time coming to LA with Kristen, and something just seemed a little bit off about Janet. I don't remember what I asked Kristen, but she's like, well, she's a fan. She started off as a fan. She loves Vanderpump and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I guess that might explain some things. I mean, it wasn't a revelation to me that she said that.
Oh, it was very apparent from the jump from when you met her that she seemed like a little starstruck. But oh, wow.
Well, I wouldn't say just starstruck. There was something, I guess, an uncomfortability that being around all these people that she loves watching on TV.
Yeah.
More
than a surreal type of moment. Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know. I just know that there was something a little off to begin with. Her being a fan, I mean, is it even an insult? That's what I'm saying.
It's a great show. Vanderpump Rules are great. I'm a fan of Vanderpump Rules.
Everyone's a fan.
And I'm shocked, though, that, Lala would vibe with that vibe. You know what I mean?
I feel like that would scare Lala.
Yeah.
Yeah. No?
Lala
okay.
loves
Well, hey, maybe Lala loves her fans.
That's true. Give them Lala.
Yeah.
She loves to give them Lala.
She definitely does.
Wait, I am curious. Have you heard any rumblings about, because you said you know some of the Vanderpump Rules people, do we know any of the new people filming?
Oh, no, not at all. I've not been to Sur. I've been to Sur one time 2 years ago.
Oh, what did you think of the cuisine?
Do you want to be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
To be nice. I was not impressed with the food.
You were not. Did you ever go cheese balls though?
And I wasn't impressed.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Too crispy? Not crispy enough?
They were. I think they were just too big. It's so much goat cheese. It's like.
Oh, you're
just
right.
And it needs to be a little.
Only 4 of them.
And they're very you're just like.
I wish they were smaller and more plentiful.
I don't want a mouthful of cheese. It's like I wanted some crunch and to taste the cheese. But
okay. Do you remember what else you ordered?
I ordered. I don't know if I can remember. It was like a fried. What do they call it when they beat a pork chop flat and fry it? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what they call it, but that sounds
that sounds like
could be
LVP
delicious.
would put on a menu too.
Yeah. Okay. Was that better than the goat cheese balls?
No, honestly, Indiana State Fair tenderloin's better than that.
Okay. All right. Yes. Wait, have you? Because we know Kristen and LVP, Lisa, do not click at all. Have you ever met LVP?
Very briefly. Was with Kristen at Tom Tom, I think. And may have been actually the night Scandoval broke when I was sitting next to Ariana and she got Tom's phone, that whole thing.
Oh my God, wait, I was there that night too.
I was there. I was sitting right next to Ariana.
Because I remember seeing Kristen there and I remember seeing you, and obviously this was before the Valley, and I was like, oh, that's that little guy. He's so tall and handsome.
My only time around LVP was
that
Kristen
night.
saying, "Hi, Lisa. Like, this is Luke," and I kind of got a little bit of a scowl, not really a smile, but like Lisa was probably in her head like, "Why are you talking to me, Kristen?" And she like looked at me, and that was that.
Okay.
There's not been other
Nothing
other
alright.
no
Wait,
other
speaking of
interaction.
Scandoval, this has been such a great time for Kristen, I feel like, because there's been so much vindication. Obviously, in the Jesse situation, there was maybe some truth in what she was saying about their relationship, but also she was right about Tom. She was right about James Kennedy. She's right about so much. I feel like the world is finally coming to realize that Kristen has a pretty good barometer for people's character, I feel like.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Obviously, she picked you, so of course. But what do you make of that? Are there celebrations at home? Is
No.
she acknowledging it in any way?
she
Needs to celebrate herself.
It definitely helps her, in her dialogue, her like having this thing. She has fought depression before and like had some really down times, and it's nice that it's a lot less because people aren't trying to beat her down when she is speaking truths, and or siding with the other people that are, not the best people.
Yeah.
Does it ever be a detriment to you when you guys have, because all couples have little arguments, when she's like, I'm usually right, and you're like, well, I can't fight that.
Well, there are times when I know I'm right, and it's still not worth fighting it. So
He's a Taurus, he knows.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
How'd you know? Yeah. you know.
I'm a Taurus, so I always keep tracks on my
I'm an
Tauruses.
Aquarius, like.
Oh, okay, here we go. It's the
Kristen.
Oh
same,
yeah, we're
the same dynamic.
We're the you guys
It's
are.
a good duo.
Yeah.
It's a good duo. And your baby's going to be a Gemini,
Yes.
which is so exciting. I love a Gemini. I'm married to a Gemini. And Geminis and Aquariuses get along really well.
Oh wait, Brian's our baby
Okay.
though.
Yeah, Brian is our baby.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Do you like
Why?
Geminis as a Taurus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So that's good. We're all gonna get along. We are all gonna get
All six
along.
of us,
What are
yes.
you most excited for when it comes to parenthood? It kind of feels like I get like paternal energy from you.
Yeah, absolutely. I want
Yeah.
kids. I mean, I want at least 2. I don't know that we would get past 2, so I'll be fine with that. But I don't know. There's something about it that's like I feel like no greater calling, like than putting my, I don't know, bringing more people into the world, bringing good people into the world.
More Lukes and Kristens.
Yes, and also because being on the Valley, I feel, because there's a lot of parents on it, there's a lot of great tips, but I feel there's also a lot of what not to do. What have you been learning from your co-stars of, okay, let me not do that as a parent or as a future husband?
I mean, there's certainly are conversations that shouldn't be had in front of a toddler. We'll put it that way. Certain things said about each other's, ex-husband, ex-wife, or separated partner. You don't talk down about the other person. You guys got to. I feel like you have to keep it separate because you will teach this toddler to dislike the other person or push them this way. I don't know. I just think psychologically it's not good to have a toddler listening to talking bad about the other parent.
Or are we talking Jackson, Brittany, Michelle, and Jesse, or both?
Yes.
All of it.
All of the
above.
D, all of the above.
Isn't it so wild that you and Kristen have the most stable relationship on the Valley?
Well, that's what everyone says. It's so wild. It's all I know, though.
Oh,
So-
There
Earth
is a-
sign,
there-
Earth sign.
There is a moment in the trailer before we wrap up where you seem a little bit frustrated. You're in bed, Kristen's storming off. What can you tease
Yes.
about that situation?
It wasn't the most emotionally stable I've ever been.
Okay.
That was the day before I was getting down on one knee. And
Before my proposal, I got into one of the biggest fights with my husbands. I think I said husbands. It's not plural. I only have one. But yeah, I don't know.
Exclusive.
I don't know what it is about the day before a proposal. Like emotions are heightened, but that's okay. So
yes, and alcohol didn't help,
Oh,
obviously.
okay.
Yeah, and traveling, I jumped like 8 time zones.
Oh.
A couple days before I was in Indiana.
That'd be
Okay.
terror.
You'll have to.
that is rough. Okay,
Yeah.
well I'm glad she said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, also, like, your skin is so good. What's your secret? Like, do you have a skincare routine?
Oh, I do not.
He probably washes his face with bar soap. That's what all straight men do, and they look gorgeous. What do you do?
I take showers. I don't know.
Cool. All right.
I put lotion on sometimes.
Well, I
Actually,
didn't know if you got LAified, because you know what I mean? Like, whenever I go to LA, I feel like if I'm there for 4 days, like, something is zapping me in the face.
Right.
But, oh my God, good for you.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, Kristen has suggested some of these like stem cell lotions and the things she does.
Okay.
And at times I use them, but I feel like my skin will break out more when I'm changing stuff and putting on it. If I just like let it be, it clears itself up and it looks good. So.
I know, I feel that's like sometimes randomly the secret, just nothing. But
Have you
take
leaned
breaks is what I think. Take breaks.
Have you
couple
leaned
days off.
into any LA extracurriculars like Botox and fillers and lasers and that kind of stuff? No.
Not in the slight, not in the least. No. I mean, I'm wearing jewelry now.
Okay.
Look at that.
That's the most
Okay.
LA thing I am.
Look at that, you have
Yeah.
some nice bling. Yes. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Of
course.
Enjoy your first trip to LA.
Yeah,
I mean,
New York.
This is so exciting for you.
It
you have
is.
a great weather too.
It's the best day ever. I'm going over to Central Park after this.